Good to have you here at this Monday morning, 11:30 a.m. Pacific team meeting. Welcome, welcome, leadership meeting. Today I have a great guest. I don't know if he's in the room yet, but Cliff Freeman, rock star. Cliff, are you in the room yet? Let's see, where is he? He might be coming in. Where are you?
Somewhere.
You're in the back. Come on up here, man. We're gonna have you front and center, so if you can maneuver that little avatar and get out of the row. They're weird. You get stuck in the rows in this room sometimes. Can you get out of there, okay?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. It's really the oddest thing. So Cliff is coming up. So Cliff, as you're walking up, I'm going to start introducing you. So Cliff and I have known each other for, I'd say, easy about 9, 10 years. Is that right, Cliff?
I think that's about right. Well, I might watch Brent.
Okay, and then Cliff has always been a superstar in production in Dallas for real estate, and then he became a coach for NAEA, which is National, what is National Association of Expert Advisors. There we go. Which is Jay Kinder, and he's not so good at driving his avatar. You're cracking me up, buddy. You're flying all over the place. I know. There you go. So there you go. So I'm gonna go this way a little bit, so we don't look like we're holding hands. But welcome. Good to have you on, man. So you became a coach for NAEA while you were in production, and not only that, they had to have thousands of people come to their events. And you became, in my opinion, their top coach. So always loved you, and you and I have been friends for years. And in fact, I got to be honest with you, I wrote a book called Momentum. And Cliff, you promoted my book probably more than anybody in the country with all your students, and I always hear from you. Maybe share a little bit about your background, if I got the story right. And we were friends, and you've been promoting my book for years, way before EXP. Is that right?
Well, yeah, I think you and I met through. Yeah, we were. I guess it was. I do remember in particular that time we were in Scottsdale, sitting around the pool during an EGS, and we really got to chat and know each other then. But yeah, and I appreciate the kind words and the accolades. I don't claim to be the top coach. There still are some amazing folks with Mikey J at NAEA. I was just a small cog in the wheel that helped get that coaching program sort of out the door, and it was a great learning lesson for me to be there. But thank you for the nice words. But yeah, I've been following you for a long time myself, because you're the guy that I always looked up to with your team, your culture. Of course, you're the sort of the godfather of the Brent Gove house, make an open house program. And gosh, I remember you enlightening hundreds of agents at a time back when we were doing those larger events.
Yep.
And before that. Yeah, it was awesome.
Awesome. So here's a fun backstory you guys may or may not know. When I flew to San Antonio to check out EXP as a Keller Williams agent, and of course it was an amazing event, their annual conference, just packed. I mean, wall to wall, all the employees, the agents, the brokers. I think they had 380 people there. Wow. The entire company came together. And which isn't many, I'm being sarcastic. But I was like, I fell in love with everybody. I go, man, this is a winner chicken dinner. This company's going to go. So I get in my car from San Antonio after being there for 3 days, and we rented a, some, I don't know, 4-door Cadillac. And then we bombed up to, from San Antonio, I believe I went to Dallas, and then, no, to Austin. And then from Austin, I think I ended up in Dallas. Does that sound right?
I think that's right, yeah.
Yep, so because you got to go through Austin, at least we did, to get to Dallas. I dropped off James because he had to fly home, so he got a flight out of Austin back to Sacramento. But then I kept going with Barry Mathis all the way into Dallas. So I get to NAEA, which that day they were starting their conference when there were I don't know, 1,500, 2,000 people there. The first guy I see in the lobby, Cliff Freeman. And I literally tackled you. Okay, I didn't tackle you, but you were literally the first person I talked to. I'm like, oh my gosh, Cliff, you have got to check this company out. I'm a Keller Williams agent. I am not an EXP agent at this point. Do you remember that, Cliff, in the lobby there talking to me?
I mean, I remember it like it was yesterday, and I tell the story frequently, Brent. Yep.
So what was it like? Was I excited? Was I calm? I honestly don't even know. I just remember I zeroed in on you.
Well, it was rather biblical, actually. I thought maybe I had witnessed the transfiguration when I saw you. Your hair was disheveled, your eyes were red.
You're funny.
You look like you stared into that white light.
Yeah.
And so I remember you talking to me. I honestly, Brent, and I know you're not a substance abuser, but I wondered if maybe if you've been hit with a couple of rubies or a Xanax or something because you were so just like in another world. And
Well,
I mean, you're the straightest guy I know, so that was never a question. But I could just tell that you were consumed with whatever it is you had just experienced. And so you did. You sort of tackled me. I grabbed you by the shoulders and I said, you're serious, right? I couldn't believe it was disbelief initially. And
right.
then you looked at me and you said, I gotta catch my flight back to Sacramento. You looked real short. You said, go find that gal, the lady with the long blonde hair there. She's standing in line here, book signed by Josh Holden, whoever it was. Selling LA or millionaire, $1 million.
Right.
We had there. And that was it. He said, you got it. I'm going to call you to bring it back to Sacramento. And that was basically it. And I don't know where you took off and go catch it or something.
Yeah, I probably did. What's the key? What's Zig Ziglar say? The key to sales is enthusiasm. And the last four letters, I am sold myself. And when you're excited, people are like, I don't even know what you're excited about, but it sounds good. Because so many people you meet in life aren't excited about anything. It's all a grind. They're grumpy. How's it going? Oh, fine, good, okay, whatever. Terrible, horrible day. So when you're lit, people are like, I don't know what that is, but I got to get me some of that, right? Isn't that what Zig Ziglar used to say? And yeah.
Yeah, and one thing I will say is, I mean, you could cut right to the chase with me because you and I had a relationship. We were
right.
friends, and we had a level of trust that was way beyond just the two people that just met. I would have expected you to start out with something like, this may not be for you, but you heard about EXP and so forth. But it was you just jumped right to the point because you knew that I was, we were all back in that day trying to solve these problems that are that pervade the industry. I mean, these issues that the EXP platform has solved for us. We've been trying to crack this code, like in Jake trying to crack it. We've all been trying to crack it for years and years and years. It's nothing. This really, once you see it, and not to use a colloquial, but once you see it, and if you've been looking for it, you can't unsee it. And that's so I was not knowing after being a broker for 9 years, certainly like I was not proactively seeking a change. I was on top of the world. I was, had a good coaching business. I was making a lot of money selling real estate, and I thought I'd reached sort of the top of the mountain until you got a hold of me and explained to me what was going on. And boy, for 3 days, you may recall I had EXP insomnia. I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, it happens to all of us. I should have introduced you properly too. I'm going to give the backstory on you. Now, you've signed up how many people personally for EXP now? Total personals.
Total people I've signed up last week. I think it was 42. 42 total.
So 42, and then and I'm sure they're not all with the company, so you're probably not quite to the 7th level. But you signed up 42. Not everybody stays. So it's probably in the 30s, high 20s or 30s somewhere. But rev share wise, how much are you going to earn this year from revenue share?
Well, my run rate is probably close to $1.2 million, $1.3 million. But it's, it accelerates. The thing about it is that once I got a certain level, Brent, my rev share group started growing organically at about 7% a month. And so everything just kind of it changes perspective.
Not a year, but a month.
Right, 7% a month. So you can plan on doubling about every year.
Yeah.
And that's been pretty consistent with what I've seen. So.
So you're gonna average about 100,000 a month. If you average out, if you're in 1.2 million, you're looking at like 100,000 a month. Is that a fair assessment for the year?
That's the current run rate. Yeah.
Okay, so prior to this, you're doing real estate, you're coaching, you love your coaching business. What would you say you earn a month in coaching? Because most coaches are lucky to make 5,000 to 10,000 a month, and the good ones make 10 or more. Where were you at coaching-wise on your coaching business?
Yeah, I would say that's pretty somewhat consistent, pretty consistent. Once I got out and sort of got on my own, obviously, without going into the economics of the coaching business, you can make more money on your own than you can, someone else's clients. So,
right.
I think that's fair. I guess probably real estate and coaching, I was somewhere around $500,000 a year.
Yep, and you were working at that for years and years and years and years. EXP, you've only been in for a few years here, earned 1.2 million. Now instead of 5,000 to 10,000 a month, or good months 15, 20, now it's averaging 100,000 a month, but it's growing exponentially, like you said. Next year to have it be about 2.4 million. What's that feel like to be looking at making that your third or I think fourth year in the business? It's pretty exciting, huh, Cliff?
Yeah, well, I tell everybody I continue to have to pinch myself when I get out of bed every morning and make sure that I'm still in the dream.
Yep.
Because we knew this was possible, but we didn't know that it was probable. We didn't know that it was likely.
Yeah.
Once you really start to see that, that power of passive income, that we have. Are you showing your best side to the audience?
Yeah, no, I was trying to see what you look like. You had a little goatee action going on here. I thought, is he got a beard? And I was checking it out. You look good, baby.
You look awesome. You lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Cliff. Anyway, so I love it. We knew it was possible, but we didn't know it was probable. What were we told, 2-3 years ago when we started? Stuff like it'll never last, right?
Oh gosh, yeah.
And it will never work, right?
Right. Yeah.
And today they say, Cliff, well, you're lucky, right? It goes from it'll never last, never work to you're lucky. And I found the harder you work, the luckier you get. The hardest thing is sponsoring those first 5 to 10 agents, getting a train out the gate. Because once you do that, you do it again and again and again. And now you're at 42 and you're making great income and you support your agents. What would you advise everybody here if they really want to go sponsor, say the first 5 agents to kind of get that breakthrough? What would you recommend they do as one of the superstars at EXP, Cliff?
Well, I have a team now here locally, and I see agents who are just joining the team that are coming on board and growing rev share groups incrementally like that. And what I see that the successful sharing common passion, Brent, that you talked about, right? That passion, the excitement level. People look at other people. We like to see people that are happy, that have joy, and they're all into something. And it's an attraction, really. And the more passionate you are about what we do, then the better you're going to be at it. Some of my team members just came back from Vegas, and they were on fire in fuego, as we say in Spanish, right? And yellow. And sometimes that's what you need is that social proof. I would recommend anybody who's struggling a little bit to sort of get out of the box. If you haven't been to one of the big events that either you or puts on. I mean, that's where you really get baptized in the culture and in the protocol, the process, and the mindset. And I think mindset is probably 9/10 of the battle. You just have to be, you got to set your ego aside. It's just like lead generating anywhere. I mean, you have to be able to accept the fact that some people are going to say, no, I'm not interested. But it's when you get that one person and it's the right person, and they say, that really does sound interesting, I'd like to know more about it. You know, one of the challenges is right now is that there is some distance between successes. And what I mean by that is that you may have to get 10 or 20 people who are not interested, or maybe not right now, or just flat tell you no, before you find somebody who says, it sounds like an interesting idea, I probably need to hear more about that. And so it's a little bit, I wouldn't say it's like calling inspired, but what happens to, the mind, the subconscious is, and, you can call it science or whatever. If you're battling your subconscious, it's always going to try to take the easy way out. And the reason why you find it painful to talk to people about attraction is maybe it's something you haven't done before. Just remember the first time you picked up the phone and called the for sale by owner or called it inspired, it probably made you very uncomfortable. But after you do it for a time, then you sort of fall into this, your skill set comes up, your ability to be able to communicate to the seller and articulate, listen, build rapport becomes better, and you have more success. It's the same thing dealing with other agents. I mean, there's nothing different than people that we call and contact list their homes. And you really got to have the same rapport and relationship with them to do it. Your formula, Brent, that I've followed ever since we started together, which is if you can just find people that are willing to talk to you, that maybe you've done business with, that you respect in the business, and ask them to watch. It's the model explained, www.themodelexplained. I do that all the time. And I say, look, what I'd like to do is get your feedback. I really want you to help me poke holes in this, and I'm interested in your opinion of the model. Tell me about the model. I have a lot of respect for you. Your input to me would be really important. You can't, I'm not trying to recruit you. You can't leave Remax. You got to stay there. But I want your opinion of the model. That's it. Leave it at that, and then work your upline. This is one thing I'm heavily involved in with my group is I am on the phone a lot with agents that have watched the video, who have additional questions, and that way they can leverage me, leverage you, leverage everyone up in our upline to help, really, because we've had enough practice at it. We're better at getting people closed than before. And I just saw somebody chime in here on the chat that everybody knows about EXP, but I guarantee you not everybody's watched the video. And a lot of people know the wrong information about EXP, but they have not seen it presented in a correct manner like Brent does so well. And just because people have heard of it, know that it's publicly traded stock, we don't assume that they know. They just scratch the surface. They do not understand the details about rev share, about stock, and so forth. So thank goodness they've heard of it, because now more people have heard of it, and it's not as hard of a breakthrough if people talk to you as it was back when we started. I think there were 1,500 agents in the company, Brent, when we started.
Exactly. And put together meetings in your area. You can put together a top producer panel, and you can have a couple EXP agents and then a star from Remax or a star from Keller Williams and a star EXP agents. Like, well, I don't have any. I didn't have any in Sacramento. But if you have some, you can put it together and invite people, and then you can recruit from there, where you have what's called soft recruiting, and then you get people to show up to those events. I'm doing a business planning event with Sean Kokoska. He doesn't live here. I talked him into flying out from Texas, and we're going to have 400 or 500 people there. You could do one and get Sean to come in if you're in Texas, and maybe just have 30, 40, 50 there. Like, well, there's something. you get 30 guests. Get Coldwell Banker, get Remax, get Century 21. Get them to show up and say, this is not about EXP, this is about changing your life. You put on a good event, they're like, wow, that was awesome. Those are a lot of all the EXP agents, not a ton of them, and a bunch of them, yeah. And then what it is it can open conversations as you come from value and contribution, right, Cliff?
Well, sure. There's the theory of reciprocity, and that is, hey, I do something good, and you might feel like you want to do something for me, which, if it means listening to a webinar or what have you, you would oblige, right?
Yeah. And then there's the other one. It's like, hey, real quick, Peggy, you had to have heard about EXP by now. I'm dying to get your opinion on the company. I'll take two that don't know that much. I saw something on Facebook, or I saw some video 2 years ago, a year ago. Oh my gosh, the company's exploding. I've never seen anything like it, man. All the stars from Coldwell Banker, Remax, Keller Williams are coming. Unbelievable, man. I would love to get your opinion on what's happening now. It's a completely different company today than it was 2 years ago even. And would you be willing to give me your opinion? Sure, it couldn't hurt. So there you go. So it doesn't matter if they've heard about it. It's the tipping point. It's all coming. So in fact, I got Peggy Delano in the audience. She did not know I was going to do this to her. She's an ex-Keller Williams team leader. She's got Ray-Ban sunglasses on. Such a star. Peggy, can you unmute your mic? I'm going to call on you from the audience. Peggy, are you there? Can you unmute your mic, left-hand corner? I see you sitting there. Let's see. Okay, well, Peggy's trying to do that. I got Coach Randy Bird on the left side. Randy Bird in the back. Randy, unmute your mic real quick.
Sir, yes, sir.
Hey, buddy. So, Randy.
How you doing?
Good, brother. How many people you got in your group now?
We're at 208 today.
208. And that is awesome. And congratulations. And you used to own a Keller Williams, right?
I did. I was the OP and had ownership in Keller Williams.
Yeah. So what's the difference between EXP and Keller Williams? Like 1 minute, if you had to summarize it. You owned a Keller Williams, and now you've got 200 EXP agents. How does it feel? What's the difference in feeling? What is the difference to you as a former Keller Williams OP?
Wow. In 1 minute, the difference to me was I love Keller Williams. By the way, I still believe in the red. And for me, the value proposition was all the training, all the resources, the compensation plan was dimension one. And then Keller Williams offered the second dimension, which was profit share. And that was really the exit strategy, in my belief, for Keller Williams. But after 2-3 years of that, I realized that was kind of a broken model. And then so when I looked at the EXP model, I said revenue share is the secret because it's a mathematical certainty rather than all the multiple things that have to happen to make profit share happen. Markets that have to be profitable that month, an agent, you have to hire an agent that does profitability that month. So for me, that was really it. And then the third dimension being the stock options really made it feel like it is an agent-owned company. And when it uplisted to NASDAQ, that just really sent it home for me, frankly.
That's awesome. So,
short version.
Yeah, a little over a year and a half, you're at 200. I always tell people, if one person can become 200, what can 200 become in the next year and a half? You're going to have, you're literally going to have probably 800 to 1,000, no problem, which is about 700,000-800,000 a year rev share income. Not bad.
Not bad, Brent. Thank you for the phone call that day.
You got it, brother. Well, Cliff, real quick, one of the theories here, everybody in the audience, I'm going to see if you agree, Cliff. If you do this next thing I'm going to tell you, you'll sign up people left and right. And see if you agree, Cliff. When you're on a call, always have a strategy, okay? You talk about what you're talking about, but you always got to say, okay, next, Peggy, Ron, Nicholas, Jennifer, Kevin. Hey, if I could get you on the phone with AJ Maida, Cliff Freeman, Brent, Gove, Sheila Bergeron, Gene Crowder, if I could get him on the phone tomorrow or the next day, would you entertain a 5 or 10-minute call? Because Sheila was a single mom like you, and now she's got 7,000 people in her rev share group. Or Cliff Freeman was a coach like you, and now he has thousands, a few thousand people in his organization, and whatever it is. You know, Randy Bird. Randy would help me. Randy, would you help somebody in this room?
Absolutely, Brent. No worries.
So, hey, you're in your look period of your franchise for Century 21 Remax, Keller Williams. Randy Bird used to own a Keller Williams. If I could get you on the phone with Randy, I'm not saying I could, but if I could, would you entertain a 5 or 10 minute call just to do some more due diligence? If you talk to them, it's vital you have a plan before you get on that call. They say yes. So last week, I talked to somebody, and then I said, hey, I'd like to show you something that you've never seen. It'll blow your mind. Can we meet for 5 or 10 minutes Monday morning? So we booked in the morning for this morning. Then I had to think of something really cool that would blow his mind. And I did, and I showed him some cool things. And then I said, okay, today I'm going to upgrade this guy. He owns 4 offices and has 40, they're small boutique offices. He has 48 agents and 500 deals a year. And I'm going to get him Gene Frederick. Hey, if I could, would you? Found out Wednesday, Friday. The Wednesday was the best, 10 a.m. So I booked it, called Gene in Puerto Rico. Gene's going to go. Now I have him and Gene booked. And in other words, you book a meeting from a meeting. You never leave a call without another meeting booked because they will ghost you. They get busy. It becomes a pain. If it's in their calendar, they usually will keep it. And I go, look, why don't we just do a call? We don't have to do a Zoom. He goes, oh, good. That way if I'm running around it. And I guarantee you he'll talk to Gene for a half hour and Gene will probably seal the deal. If that doesn't work, we'll go to Sheila Fair's room. We'll go to somebody else. But I'll have a plan from every meeting. Cliff, how do you feel about the magic move? Book a meeting from a meeting. You cannot leave that call without, hey, next step. We need to get you on the phone with so-and-so. Keep moving the ball forward every 2 to 3 days. If you can every day, boom, 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 boom. What do you think, Cliff?
No, I think that's exactly right. But all we're trying to do is find people's, I call it, it's the zero moment of truth. And that's when something clicks in their head and their gate opens up and all of a sudden they come and they're receptive. It doesn't matter if they've heard about EXP before. What we need to find is that zero moment of truth when they're willing to buy in or listen in on what it is that you have to say. Does that make sense?
Totally, man. So if people really want to go to the next level, Cliff, what's your advice for them to really have a breakthrough to make EXP rev share work for them? We do a ton of classes on how to work with buyers and how to list homes and how to lead gen. As far as building their exit strategy for real estate, what would you recommend to get the breakthrough they're looking for? They're here in this audience, they really want a breakthrough. What would you recommend?
Yeah, I would say do whatever you can to get to one of the events, Brent, that you put on. Get to EXPCon, get to shareholders. You need to get all in. You need to be all in. That's we be all in. That stands for fallen, right? Or fallen stands for be all in. And that is you just got to make that conscious commitment, just like you do to get out of bed and sell real estate every day. That agent attraction is going to be part of your business plan. So if you help with that, get with somebody in your upline and help them create and carve out a business plan for you that's going to work. It's also going to include growing your share.
I love it. So on that note, what's the next event? It is Puerto Vallarta in February 4th through the 9th. Over 900 leaders, the ballers, the ones that are all in, are going to be there. It's sold out now. I can't go. Let me help you with the saying, where there's a will, there's a way. If you want to be in Puerto Vallarta, it's $1,250 a person, $2,500 a couple. You can go. I'm going to make it. Somehow, some way, I'm going to make it. If you're in this room and you're serious, you need to be in Puerto Vallarta in February. The who's who of EXP is going to be there. Every major leader at this company is going to be there. Cliff, are you going to be there?
I'm going to be there with rings on my fingers and bells on my toes.
There you go. There you go. So I didn't know if he was going, but of course he's going to be there. I wasn't afraid to ask him. And so you need to say, somehow, some way, I'm going to be there. And that includes your hotel, your food, your beverages, entertainment, the event itself, 5 days in Puerto Vallarta, a 4 or 5 star resort on the ocean. It's phenomenal. $1,250 a person. You need a break. Go. Every morning we go 9 to 1, not 9 to noon. The IRS has to do these 4 hours. You can all write it off. So 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then you play all day, go golfing, hit the pool, hit the beach, go to dinner, play all night. So 9 to 1, play all day, play all night. 9 to 1, play all day, play all night. And the people you meet at the beach and the pool will rock your world. You've got to be there February 4th. February 4th. So reach out to Cliff, reach out to me. Where there's a will, there's a way. Yes, it's sold out, but people can't go. I just had someone call me with 4 rooms that they were not able to go because they booked rooms for their kids. This is a 21 and older resort, and so they were not able to go. So I picked up 4 rooms, and I had a little waiting list. Bam, out they went. But so you can go. That is huge. Hey, Cliff, I just found this while we were talking. I remember when we're new, we're all asking questions. On the way to San Antonio, I found my list of questions. I actually took a picture of it because I knew it was significant. I talked about, how do I recruit KW agents at my office? How do I recruit franchise owners? Exit Realty, tell me about them. Connect, tell me about them. Real estate commissions and the $25 broker fee. How does it work releasing commission checks? The Regis deal, tell me about Reason. Tell me about the debt of the company. Are they debt free? Do they have debt? What happens to our current real estate deals, our escrows, our current listings? Can we use our own TC? Do we have to use a TC from EXP? KWLS. What does EXP have to offer that's similar to KWLS? Current retention rate of EXP, current production per agent, the cap, the half caps. What if an agent's capped? Major producers, do you cut deals? Is there something better than 80-20? I got my whole list here. So it was really, how do I attend a cloud training? So we've all been there, but you want to keep moving the ball along. If you do not book the next meeting, you got to have a plan, get them excited, and keep them moving. They will come. I'm telling you guys, I lit a fire under this guy this morning, and Gene's just going to release him on Wednesday. We're going to get this guy. It's very exciting. So, and I appreciate everyone coming in today. Nancy Farber's in the audience. She was my special guest last week. Thank you, Nancy. You were amazing. Brand new with us a couple weeks and signing up people left and right, doing great. If you want to talk to Nancy, she's sitting in the front row on the left, to my left, to your right front row. She's in a purple top and black khaki knickers or whatever they are, blonde hair. Nancy Farber, go talk to Nancy. You guys are awesome. Have a great day. Cliff, can you stay around for a couple minutes, or do you gotta go? You can stick around.
Brent, listen, I wish I could. I've got 15 agents on a Zoom call hanging on for me right now. My team meetings is from 2 to 3 hour time.
All right, no problem. I'm gonna stick around for a few minutes here. Nancy's over there to the left, or my left, your right, and so we'll stick. What, Nancy?
Bye, thanks everybody.
All right, we'll see you. We'll be around here for a little bit. So I'm going to stand over here. Hope I won't mess with you.
Thanks, Brent. I appreciate you guys.
All right. See you, Randall Dog. We'll hang out here for a little bit. Bye, everybody. Have a good day. We'll see you next Monday right here at 11:30 a.m. Oh, wow. Up on the board is our business planning clinic for Chunk Coast. I didn't even notice that. In the Bay Area, what I'm doing next week, all kinds of stuff. I didn't know. All right. My staff is on it. All right. Anybody have any questions? Come on up. If you got a bail. But we'll hang out here for a little bit. There's no bad questions here. Don't be shy. Anybody got any questions? Upcoming events? Hey, Cindy. Now, Ron, did you have a question? I see a light bulb over your head.
I was just going to ask what was a good email address for you, Brent.
I love it. Brent at BrentGove.com. If you email me, my staff will respond. I don't personally do email. I gave up the bad habit 2 years ago. But if you want to reach me, the best way to personally reach me and not my staff is to send me a text. Is how I prefer to be contacted. I just type my cell phone in the bar, 916-223-5555. So my preferred method is not instant message through or Facebook. Oh my God, if you Facebook me, you'll never hear from me. Instant message is instant once a week. Workplace chat once every day or two. But if you text me every 10 minutes, every hour, I'm super responsive on text. So please text me. That is how I like to talk to people. But I'll call you if we need to talk or answer your questions. So good job there, Ron.